Hey guys, so today I wanted to discuss something a little difficult even for me to remember sometimes. And it does pertain to food, which we talked about yesterday, so I thought it would be a good lead in. So it's something called the Gunas. So there's 3 Gunas, which is Sattva, Tamas, and Rajas. And so these 3 gunas are kind of the subtle essence that describes all energy in the universe as pertaining to Ayurveda and yogic beliefs. So it's kind of a mixture of these 3 energies that, or these 3 forces that kind of create consciousness, matter, energy, anything that exists, I guess, is a balance of these 3 subtle essences. And so the gunas, again, sattva is going to mean goodness and the energy that harmonizes. Tamas is darkness and energy that disturbs. And rajas is energy that stimulates. So these 3 energies are going to be actually playing a role in food. And so in yoga and Ayurveda, we recommend having a Sattvic diet, which is foods that are pure, whole, honest and wise. And when it comes to that, it actually means eating foods that are in season and that are sustainably sourced, local. There's actually a really crazy fun fact about having cow milk actually on there. And so if you want to know that interesting story, check out my blog post, because it's actually curious how far they go with saying you should be this conscious when it comes to food. Okay, so Sattvic diet kind of includes most of the vegetables and fruits you would think would be on that list, the nice whole grains, local, seasonal, all that. And that promotes really clean and pure energy in the body. That promotes balance and harmony in all of your energy in your mind, in your mental states, in your emotional balance. So they, of course, Ayurveda and yoga believe that food plays a huge role in your life. And now in the West, we're starting to believe that too, right? In our gut, and how the gut talks to the brain. There's all those awesome books out there and podcasts about how much the gut tells the brain. I think it's crazy, but it's also awesome to know more about this in terms of Eastern beliefs that have been around for so many years. Okay, so then the second one we're going to talk about is the Tamas, right, which is the energy of, or is the essence of darkness. And so that will be that which disturbs or destroys or is destructive. And so Tamasic foods are actually going to be foods that are overripe or underripe or stale. So these are foods that would kind of disturb your body because they're not quite ready to be eaten, or they're past the time to be eaten. And also on that list, is interestingly enough, is beef, pork, lamb, black beans, mushrooms, garlic, onion, fermented foods, actually watermelons, which was kind of sad. So it believes that these foods should be eaten in very extreme moderation, if at all. And if you do eat just like a little bit of, we'll say, watermelon, it should provide a grounding effect, something that stabilizes the energy. But generally, a Tamasic diet, if you have way too much of these foods, it's going to disturb your energy. It's going to cause actually your body to have some problems processing the food itself, and also fighting off illness and disease. Refined sugar and coffee is on that list, of course. So that is I don't know if it is. Actually, check my blog, because I definitely wrote about that definitively. And so then the last one is Rajasic, and so that's Ramas, or Rajas is where that word comes from, Rajasic. And so Rajas is the energy that stimulates, that excites, that causes motion and activity. So Rajasic foods will be, I think, the sugar and the coffee. Those are stimulating, aren't they? And other foods, like chicken's on that list, fish is on that list. Some other foods that actually might surprise you are like green apples and guava and bananas, because they believe that those foods are a little too sour and a little too, stimulating. And so foods on that list will also be spicy, so chilies, so anything, again, that causes that action and activity in the body. So Rajasic foods you can consume, but only in moderation. Use your willpower, because if you do consume them, they can cause, in a good way, it can help you with your mental activity, goal-orienting, determination, everything kind of that would push you forward as a catalyst, like that's Rajasic foods. But if you have too much, that of course can cause distress in your body, heightened levels of emotions, very intense things going on because you have too much activity, too much motion in the body. So those are the 3 gunas, and that was whole 5 minutes on that, because it still totally sometimes confused me, and it sometimes might confuse other people out there. So anyway, I hope this was useful. Check out my blog, wildyogatribe.com, and then let me know if you have any questions or anything. Okay, bye.